Hey, wanted to hop on here and do a short video about hormone imbalances. I'm about to go into the gym and get me a good workout in, which will support and balance my hormones. But I want to talk a little bit about hormones. When that's a hot topic, it's been that way for years. We've been hearing about hormonal imbalances and what's causing the hormonal imbalances, and women mainly talk about it, men not so much, but we all have hormones. And we don't even think about all the different hormones in our body. It's not just the sex hormones, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, things like that. It's our pituitary gland. It's our thyroid. We have an entire endocrine system that's basically kind of like your hormonal system. And when our hormonal system becomes out of balance, it's like a feedback loop that's constantly communicating with each other. Like if your thyroid's out of whack, your like I said, your testosterone, your estrogen, that's hormones, if they're out of balance, it all begins to it can affect the entire body. And so here's some tips for you. If you feel like your hormones are out of balance, and that would be anything, oh gosh, how do you know if your hormones are out of balance? Which, um, if you're under a lot of stress, if as we age a little bit, the hormones also change and are affected by stress and also by our diet and our environment. So if we're living in a stressful environment, if we're not getting adequate sleep, if we're in fear, and if we're eating a diet that is full of processed foods, consuming a lot of carbs, that all that plays a part in creating hormonal imbalances. And a lot of times, we hear where women, where we go through the premenopausal, menopausal years, and even men, as they age a little bit, their testosterone levels drop, the estrogen level increases, and that's causing an imbalance as well. So when that happens, we begin to have like mood swings. Like I said, can't sleep, weight gain, could be weight loss. You're irritable. You just don't feel well. Your energy levels are really low. So if you just look at one area and just focus on one area, and if you do, say you focus on your diet and you clean up your diet, get away from the processed foods, consuming high amounts of sugar, consuming excessive amounts of caffeine. All those things will affect your hormones. It affects your endocrine system, and so they kind of spill over into other areas of your life. So, for example, if you're experiencing a lot of stress in your life and anxiety, just take a look at your diet. Like I said, just take one area and take a look at one area and say your diet. And if you're eating a lot of processed foods, fast foods, things that are, like I said, full of preservatives, pesticides, herbicides, that's affecting your hormones. That's affecting your physical body and your mental thoughts, and it creates anxiety and anxiousness in the body if you're consuming those processed foods and a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs. A lot of these carbs in these fast food, like French fries and burgers and things like that, you're eating some really empty carbs that just convert to sugar like really quickly. And that's going to increase your insulin level. It's going to affect your cortisol, and then you're going to feel agitated, irritable. Those kind of things will happen if you consume a lot of processed carbs. And especially if you put processed carbs on top of a lot of caffeine, you're asking for a lot of hormonal imbalances. And when it comes to, like I said, women, as you go into the premenopausal, menopausal years, if you're consuming a lot of carbs, like the processed carbs, and a lot of sugar, a lot of caffeine, you're going to experience hot flashes, insomnia, irritable. You just like irritated, and you may have anxiety, mood swings. All those things will come into play if your diet's off. If you're consuming, and I keep saying it, if you're consuming processed foods full of chemicals, preservatives, you are setting yourself up for a lot of hormonal ups and downs, ups and downs. And over time, it can wreak havoc on you physically, mentally, and emotionally. So keep that in mind. If you just start to look at one area and you want to focus on that one area and you begin to change that, then it will spill over into the other aspects of your life and things will begin to level out. For example, if you clean your diet up, detox your body and clean your diet up, your hormones will begin to level out. Your stress level will go down, anxiety, that nervousness, hot flashes, all those things will begin to level out. Of course, there's other components. Like I said, if you look at stress itself, your diet will contribute to high levels of stress, and that will begin to calm down when you change your diet. But also do energy work. I love doing the energy work, and that calms that nervous system down. So that may be a place to start, just to calm your nervous system down and have some clarity to where to even begin to level out your hormones and start changing your life and your environment to feel better, to just live optimally and have a clear mind to even be able to think through the day. So just, I know I'm kind of bouncing around, but I just wanted to share a little information and provide a little insight for you if you're experiencing a lot of stress and your hormones are like all over the place, like a roller coaster. If you're, like I said, having insomnia, weight gain, your cortisol levels are high, and like I said, you're irritable, you have mental fog, all those things can be turned around. Just taking one step at a time. And if you're kind of like overwhelmed with just hearing this information, then contact me. That's what I do, is I help put you on a really simple plan that is very effective in turning your life around and having you feel have a high energy and optimal, a body that's just vibrant and a clear mind to handle life as it is now, because we are all under a lot of crazy kind of stress. So taking care of yourself is highly important at this day and time so that you can navigate yourself through this world and to feel good in the process and slow the aging process down. That's another thing. When you clean your diet up, eat healthy, superfoods, eat clean, sleep well, do energy work, do massage work, work out, exercise. I can't stress enough the importance of moving your body. That helps to level out the hormones. So anyway, all right, I hope you found this video insightful and picked up some tips or some ideas of where to even start looking within yourself to make some changes, positive changes, so that you'll feel the best ever. No matter what your age is, it doesn't matter. Don't buy into, well, I'm too old or it's my age. It's not that. It's you looking within and looking at your habits and looking to what got you to the point you are right now, and begin to change that and turn it around. And you can do it. And if you need a little help, need a coach, hey, I'm here for you. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. It's beautiful here in Georgia, and it's just a nice day to be outside, but I'm going to go work out a little bit and then finish out my day doing some other projects.